Hi guys, so my name is Cassidy Cropful Gonzalez and this is my synthesis presentation for ITECH 299. So what motivated me to take this class was the interesting name, How to Learn with Your iPod. I thought it would be really fun because I really do like technology and I feel like it makes my life a lot easier, and I think learning more technologies would make it even easier. And I also like that it was an online class and it fit well in my schedule. Also, that this class operated on like a game system, like a quest, which is much different than all other classes. That appealed to me, and I thought it would be really fun to do that. Um, my personal learning preferences through the test, I found out that I am a highly sensory and sequential learner. I also found out that I'm well balanced at active and reflective learning, as well as visual and verbal. I agree with my results. I find it a lot easier to study in an organized, sequential way when it comes to retaining the information for a quiz. Like, I really like to use flashcards so I can organize them, go through them in a certain pattern, and that really helps me remember information for quizzes and stuff. I also agree with being a sensory learner because I find it a lot easier to remember things when I'm involved and it appeals to my senses. Um, like labs and stuff, I found them really easy to understand because it's like hands-on. When it comes to active and reflective learning, I agree with it being well balanced because I do like being involved, like I said, and I also like afterwards to think about what I had just learned, reflect back on it, and that really helps it stick into my brain. For the visual and verbal learning, I also agree that they're at a balance because I tend to remember most information that I learn back then visual, and then I remember the verbal. Like when I'm doing a test or something and I come to a question that maybe I don't know, I think back to a lecture and I close my eyes and think about what my teacher looked like when she had said such a topic, and then I like hear about it, and then I think about what the answer was, like what she had said. Um, the learning pathway I chose was a learning warrior. I think it worked out well for me because I really wanted to learn about a bunch of different technologies and learn even more about the technologies I knew about and hopefully apply them to another class or a job in the future. The activities that I completed contributed to my ability to complete my learning pathway because I feel like I did learn a lot about different technologies I didn't know about, like social bookmarking, screencasts, podcasts, and all those different things, and how to use social media to learn. I found the technology quest most helpful because they gave me an in-depth understanding of the different types of technologies. I really like the metacognition quest because it taught me about how your health really plays a big role in how you learn. The top three technologies that I explored for learning would be social media, my iPhone, and social bookmarking. I use social media to get groups of my Black families class together and talk via chat about our weekly readings and prepare for our weekly quizzes. This worked out really well. It wasn't hard to find like a schedule like you have to in person to get a study group together. Um, there was a bunch of people, so we could all put our heads together to get a wraparound on these readings that were kind of complicated. And overall, my test scores improved, many of their test scores improved, and we continued to do this for the weeks that we had reading. So it was really beneficial and it was really helpful to use social media that way. Um, my iPhone, I read in a forum that people were doing their online lectures on the way to work on the Muni. So I thought, why not use my iPhone to do my homework? So I did that. On the way to work, I watched my online lectures for my labor studies class, and it saved me a lot of time. Like, I wasn't stressed out after work with how much homework I had to do because I already got half of it done when I was on the Muni through my iPhone. I didn't think it would ever be that simple. I never really thought to do that, and I always thought maybe if I would try it'd be kind of hard, but it was really simple. Um, Finally, social bookmarking. I joined StumbleUpon and I recently have learned a lot from this website because it brings up websites that interest me, things that I would like to learn about. I follow, and I like to take quizzes that teach me about myself. I like to read about things that are going on in the world, like to read about science magazines, and this website really brings a bunch of things that are my interests to my attention instead of me having to search on Google. I really like the easiness that I can learn, and it's really fun and interactive. Um, my experience investigating the use of these different technologies has been great because it's something different instead of just reading a textbook and getting bored. I like that there's a bunch of different technologies that you can use to learn many different things, and especially if they're appealing to your learning preferences, like they appeal to mine. Um, Another cool thing about this class is that it's taught me that my physiological well-being is a big part of how much I learn. I went to bed early and worked out twice a day for 2 weeks for my level 3 plan and report, and it really changed my mood, my attention, everything, and it helped me learn a lot better. And I'm continuing to be more active so I don't just get sucked into the school world. There's like a break when you're active, and it makes you feel happier, and you can sleep better too when you're active, which was a big plus for me because I never really slept well, which helped me like not learn as much. um, I will use what I learned in this class in the future for more classes and possibly jobs. I'll still try and get together social media groups. I'll still continue to use my phone on the go to do my homework. We'll make use of multimedia screencasts for presentations, for jobs, for classes, everything. I also pass this information to my friends. I think that's a really good thing to do because it can help them out as well, and they can keep passing it to their friends. And I will definitely keep my physiological health in good shape. My overall experience with this class was great. I really liked how it was structured differently, and I also liked all the information that I learned because I knew that the information that I learned was gonna pertain to me in the future. And with all the other classes that I take, I don't know that sometimes. And I really liked how this class, it was a for sure thing that I knew was gonna be in benefit to my future. So I had a great semester. Thank you. Bye.